Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to KNET. I'm Goop.
And I'm Grace Levue. We have a great show for you today, so stick around for that.
Your KNET News starts now.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up on October 25th, Liberty North's Black Student Alliance second annual Trunk or Treat. Make sure to dress up if you'd like to be part of the costume contest. It's really fun. There's tons of things to do. Again, it's October 25th, 5 to 7 p.m. Go check it out.
Dancing with the Stars is this Sunday, October 21st. The Golden Girls will be selling tickets today during lunch. Tickets are $5.
It's spooky season, and we have a 3-part series coming up next week about the haunted house, the Elms. So let's go check that out.
Welcome to the Elms Hotel and Spa, where the spirit of
Hotel and Spa in Excelsior Springs is haunted.
After more than 125 years,
guests that have caught quite a bit of things just like this, almost looking like a top hat and a cane at times.
So here's a question for you. How much do you know about the Elms Hotel and Spa in Excelsior Springs?
Speaking of spooky season, the theme for tomorrow night's game is Halloween or Blackout.
Speaking of the game, let's go see what sports happen.
What's up, North Nation? I'm Zach Klug.
And I'm Garrett Lynn. We've got a great show for you guys today, so let's jump right in.
Volleyball took on the Patriots on Tuesday night, and the team came out with the win to improve the record to 16-12-2.
They faced off against Lee Summit at the Fieldhouse tonight, so be sure to go out and show your support for them in your USA clothes for service night. We have a video about volleyball, so let's serve it on over to that.
Okay, going into this next game against Lee Summit, I think we just really want to push ourselves as a team. We know that we were really close last time, and I think if we play our best this game, it'll really help us win. And we really want to get this next win against them because it'll help us jump up our placement in conference.
Okay. Our big win yesterday gave us momentum for Lee Summit this week because last time we played Lee Summit, we were really, really close to beating them. So I think if we can stay energetic and keep communicating while we play Lee Summit this week, we can definitely win.
It took a lot of pressure off of me because I spent most of my time out of school, focusing on applying to colleges and just looking for options that were best for me, and not doing that anymore is taking a lot of pressure off of me.
Good luck, girls, and good luck beating the Tigers tonight. Speaking of women's sports, women's golf had their state competition on Monday and Tuesday, so let's head over to Hallie in the corner for more about that.
Thanks, guys. Yesterday, Avery Michelson and Kyla Wilkie finished up their state competition. Both of them turned in an impressive performance and finished in the top 35 in the state. Avery shot at 83.90 to finish tied for 30th, and Kyla shot at 84.92 to finish tied for 34th. Great job, ladies, and congrats to all our women golfers on a great season. That's it for me. Now back to Garrett and Zach at the front.
Thanks, Hallie, and congrats to Kyla and Avery on 2 terrific performances.
Yeah, great job, girls. Anybody who is interested in for going out onto the wrestling team has a meeting on 8/10 October the 24th, which is a Wednesday, in room 523 with Coach Gagon.
Misha recently also added girls wrestling, so this will be the first season we have separate boys and girls team. Girls, this is your opportunity to be part of Liberty North sports history by joining the wrestling team.
All right, so now let's move on over to the NBA, which started on Tuesday. The Warriors started their title defense with a big win over the Thunder. This is their first opening night win since 2015, when they set the all-time NBA win record of 73-9.
Yeah, that was also the last season which they did not win a title, and their last season without small forward Kevin Durant. And the Celtics and 76ers also played on opening night as Boston defeated the Sixers 87-105, led by 20-year-old Jason Tatum, as Kyrie Irving had an abysmal performance.
Yeah, the Celtics also had Gordon Hayward return to action after a horrific injury just 2 minutes into the first game of last season.
The season continued last night with 22 more teams starting their season, as only the Bulls, Wizards, Lakers, and Blazers have to start their season now to finish up opening night games.
That wraps up our sports show for today. I'm Zach Klug.
And I'm Garrett Lynn. This has been your North Nation Sports Report. Now back up to the front.
Hi, I'm Megan Hammonds, and today I'm here with Riley Sutherland and Harrison Gates. Before we get to this interview, let's head to some Model UN footage.
We went to a really fun conference at Washington University in St. Louis. It was like crisis based, so there were like things that would happen and people would run into the room and we would have to figure out how to deal with different situations. I was in the Lord of the Rings Council. It was called the Second Council of Elrond. It was really kind of hard-ish because I have never like watched all of the movies. I've only seen the first 35 minutes of the first movie and I've read half of The Hobbit, but I still was able to go off of my prior knowledge and the background.
So how's the process of Model UN work?
The process of Model UN, you get into committee, you meet everyone, you usually debate over a position or a topic, and then you eventually end up drafting a resolution to try and solve that topic.
So what's your guys' favorite committee to represent?
I think one of my favorite committees was a General Assembly committee about the issue of institutional stability, because there are different types of committees, like a crisis committee, which you're dealing with a historical or like a fantasy issue, and then GA focuses more on contemporary issues. There's also a lot more scheming in crisis committees because you're secretly communicating and having these plots with whoever's running it versus the collaborative environment of a GA in which you're trying to pass these resolutions, but they both definitely have their merits.
What country are you guys representing this year?
This year we're representing the country Rwanda at our big conference in Chicago. I think it's going to provide a lot of unique challenges as Rwanda is not that, it's not a big player on the global scale.
Lastly, what is the most difficult part about Model UN?
One of the most difficult things about Model UN is having to really expand your mindsets to opinions that you personally wouldn't hold by representing different countries. I think one of the hardest things I've personally had to do is I was on a committee about journalists and impunity representing Thailand, who believes in censorship. So trying to champion beliefs that you might not personally hold is a really interesting challenge, but it's great for seeing from the points of views that you wouldn't have previously considered.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming down. Let's now head over to Landon with what brightens his day.
Hello, everybody. My name is Landon Brown, and welcome to another segment of What Brightens His Day. You guys sent us some tweets, and now I'm going to share them with you. They will be amazing, I promise. Mr. Fish told us that what brightens his day is Coach Maxwell. It's very sweet. Thank you, Coach Maxwell, for all the things you do for all of us, and Mr. Fish. Slapstick 1000 told us that flex tape brightens their day. And I know it brightens Phil Swift's day, too. So thank you to Flex Tape for fixing all those broken boats. What would we do without you? Thank you, Slapstick 1000. Trickery says tacos are the ultimate day brightener. So thank you to tacos for allowing us to eat you and only sometimes messing with our stomachs. And today, to finish what brightens our day, a tweet from Julia Blanchard. It says, sloths. That's literally all it says, is just sloths. Truly legendary, day-brightening creatures. That's all for what brightens my day today. But I do want to thank everyone for tweeting us at KNET_news and participating. Let us know if you like this segment, and if you like my dear friend Goops, what grinds my gears segment. It lets us know what we need to keep on the show and what needs to be changed, and we want to do that for you. And with that, we will catch you on the north side.